Hey guys, I just want to say that if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I'm a small content creator and could really use your support. I live stream 100% of the gameplay for games that I review, and I'm also always trying to keep up with the big named movies that are being released. If you would like to support the channel monetarily, you can do so through PayPal, or even better yet, you can get yourself some merch from my Teespring store. If you want to get better connected, you can do so through the social links in the description below, and please do consider joining the Discord. If you do, you can voice chat with me through my headphones while I live stream, and you won't be recorded on YouTube or Twitch. That's all I've got, guys. I hope that you really enjoy the video. Okay, so there's the little cinematic, and then here's like the tech demo. Okay, cool. Awesome. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to turn off the volume here and kind of talk to you guys about this a little bit. So, as we're doing this and looking at this thing, I want you to realize, like I said, the file size for this small tech demo, which is just a rendered sandbox city for you to walk around in, and you don't even have a whole lot of features. You can't do combat. When you fly, you're a drone. You're not actually your character flying. I mean, it looks amazing, okay, but the file size is huge, okay? The driving feels really great too, which is awesome. But are we gonna see games? So right now we have the technology to do this, but are we gonna see games of this quality? Okay, if it stops. See, now look at the bugs that I'm already getting, like where it logs me off. And so are we gonna see games of this quality right now? Like, even if a developer right now took this immediately and developed a game with it, or has been developing a game of it, the first game that comes out with Unreal Engine 5 that tries to do it in this quality is going to have a whole bunch of bugs, just like Cyberpunk 2077. A huge part of Cyberpunk 2077's problem is that it did bite off a huge amount, maybe more than it could chew on the PS4 anyway, as far as the tech side of things. This game, or this little tech demo here, if we were to try to do it, well, for one thing, it seems like it's rendering everything. So if I go altitude up, it seems like it's rendering everything in the game, or in this map right now. So like this entire map, it looks like anyway, is rendered. I wonder how high I can go. And that's putting a lot of stress on the system. It takes up a lot of space to have the technology to do that, okay? Cyberpunk 2077, I believe, attempted to do that, where almost everything in the game was rendered at one time, and it made it made bugs and stuff like that, at least on the PS4, and Cyberpunk 2077 did not have the graphic detail of this. Now, if you put this graphical detail and try to make it into a full-length game, what you're going to end up with is a bunch of bugs. This works because, well, this doesn't work. You can see that it's been crashing and stuff. But this works as good as it does now because it's not a full-length game and it's missing a lot of features. The biggest thing is, are we going to see this technology be put into a full-length feature game in the next year or two, or maybe even 3? Probably not. At least not in the same way. What you'll get is, what we've seen in the past is tech demos like this, or trailers like they did with Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was pretty famous because it had this really awesome trailer, and then when the game came out, it was graphically downscaled. And you may see that, but I don't think you're going to see this in an open world game like this. And the reason is, like I said, look at that. The limiting factors. How much storage space is it going to take up? How well is it going to run rendering with this amount of graphical detail, with the features that you would expect to have, with combat, with AI running at the same time as they attack you, with, you know, like bullet mechanics and all of those things. The little cutscene that they showed in the beginning, or some little chase that they showed us in the beginning, kept crashing, and it was quite short. And then also, it wasn't exact. It was pre-rendered. Like, we already knew which path we were going to go. We didn't really control anything. So it wasn't like some open world adventure, whatever. So, you have to think about that when taking a look at things like this. Like, this is great. This is probably this is the most advanced technology we've had in making something like this. But are you going to see it in games? No. Not for a while. Not until this thing gets upgraded. Not until our technical, aspects, the technical aspects of our hardware become better. And do you want to see it in games? A part of you will want to, because yes, we want this level of graphics and quality. But another part of you has to realize, or at least me, like another part of me realizes, I don't want to deal with the bugs and the load that it puts on my hardware. So no, you do not want this in games right now. But this is amazing, and it is really cool. It is truly cool to see. It would be really awesome to be able to be Neo flying through the city just like I'm doing right now as this drone. And I'm excited to see like I said, once the hardware, the at-home hardware gets to the place where it can do things like this, I'm excited to see that come to fruition. So, but this is where I'm going to leave it off, guys. One second, let me just turn this thing off. Let me just turn this thing off. I'm switching to JustCam. Alright, cool. Alright, so this was The Matrix Awakens, an Unreal Engine 5 experience. Overall, I mean, pretty cool. Tech demo, just a pre-rendered city for you to just kind of walk around and check things out in. Nothing wrong with that. Was it a game? No. And like I said, will we see this technology come to fruition in games soon? Probably not, because the technology is just, it's too much to put on our home systems. So, but alright, that's all I got today, guys. I want to thank you all for watching and just say God bless you all and have a good day.